welcome to my channel. I hope that you are having a fabulous day. I have a design team project for ASC Craft Supplies, and my coupon code is Michelle10 for 10% off any regular price purchases, and they do offer free shipping on any purchase. So I'll link both of the online stores in the description box below. You're looking for something and can't find it, try both of the stores, and they both have the free shipping, of course, and my coupon code will work in both. And what I have created today is a folio, and I used the Graphic 45 Sunshine on My Mind. It is a gorgeous collection, as you can see, with the reds and the greens, and of course it's watermelon based, you know, with using the watermelons and some florals and cherries and little ladybugs. Just so much fun for summer in our photos. So on the front here, you can see I have a piece of a watermelon, or a slice of watermelon, and I did cut this on my Cricut. I will link it in the description box below so you can cut one out too. And I have used some of the ephemera pieces and a chipboard frame from the collection as well. But I just think it's so fun. And then I used one of the stickers from the sticker sheet and this gorgeous like gingham check here. And then on the side, I cut a piece of, I think this was a border strip that I ended up using there. One of my scraps anyways, but just so pretty and fun. And over here we have the plaid with the watermelon. And then on the back we have the really pretty green with all of the summer words and the watermelon sayings. And then I love this. My favorite summer activity is doing absolutely nothing in the shade. Just really cute little sayings on the paper. Of course, you've got your one in a melon, you know, some of the little puns as well. And then it opens to the left, and you can see the other side of the watermelon piece. And then here we have that really pretty green checked with the watermelon and florals, and like I said, that has little cherries and pomegranates. So fun. And then it opens this way, and you can see the gorgeous paper. And here we have some more of the summer words and sayings. So this will flip open like so, and I have a spot for a photo. And then here we have all of the watermelon slices. So this closes like this, and then this will just open up. And here we have a pocket and our watermelon tags, or watermelon photo mats or journaling tags, whatever you would choose. And here we have that green words again, and just closes like this. And then here are some of the florals used on the spine. And then this just flips open to reveal our waterfall, and just the gorgeous papers. I love the red plaid. And our little closure comes down with a black on the back, black check. And one of the cut aparts I put on the paper, love the vines. And then they just open like so. And then I did carry the leaves down on the bottom of each page. It's really fun collection. And some more of the watermelon rind and the watermelon paper. And I've carried the black checked over here, and I made a little book here. Gorgeous paper on the front with one of the cut aparts, and then it just opens so you could journal or put photos. And then that just tucks in like so, and then it just folds up like so. And I do have a magnet for the closure. If you stay tuned, I do have a tutorial. So we'll go through the measurements of the folio first. We'll provide the Cricut link below. And so this is the first piece, and the widest part is 4 3/4 by 8 1/4. So you wouldn't have to do it rounded if you did not want to. So that's the first part. And then part B is 7 1/2 by 8 1/4. We're going to score it 1/2 inch and 1 1/2 inches on the 7 1/2 inch side along here. And then part C is 7 1/8 by 8 1/4. We're going to score at 1/2 inch and 1 1/4 inches on the 7 1/8 inch side. And then the final part is 6 1/2 by 8 1/4, and we're going to score it 1/2 inch and 1 inch. I am using Michael's Recollections 110-pound cardstock, and it is very sturdy, especially when you layer your decorative paper over the top and add pockets. It does give it a lot of strength. So the first thing I want to do is I want to burnish all of my score lines. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put glue along the 1/2 inch tab on B, so it will be on the left hand side. And then we'll bring this in and just line it up along the top and bottom and along that edge. So it's going to go right up into the score line. We don't want it going past that score line. And then it sticks out just a little bit, so I'll take my scissors and just trim that little piece off like so, and you can see how it's lined up against that score line. So we have A, B. Now we'll take C, and I'm going to go ahead and put the glue. Let's see, I'm going to put the glue on that first 1/2 inch tab. So I'm going to flip over A and B. I'm going to just make sure everything's lined up along the score line and at the top and the bottom. And you can see I'm just attaching C to B right here. I just had to turn it over so I could see everything was lined up. And I always like to give everything a burnish, and it just spreads out the glue. And so we've got D here, and I'm going to put the glue on the inside, or on the tab here. And once again, I have to fold it over so I can see. And I'm just lining it up to the score line and making sure it lines up at the top and bottom as well. Make sure that kind of moved. Okay, everything looks good, so I want to give it a good burnish like so. So this just folds up like so, and I'm going to go ahead and put my magnets on. I almost forgot about them, and what I have been using to adhere my magnets are glue dots, and I have not seen anyone do this, but maybe I don't think I use glue dots like I used to when I was a scrapbooker, a traditional scrapbooker. So maybe that's why I've not seen it. I just put the glue dot. I have the magnets together and put the glue dots on the outside, and I'm just going to put it far enough in so my paper will cover the magnet. And I want to get it all lined up. Make sure all the edges are square like so. I think that'll work. And just push it down, and we have our magnet. So I just think that makes it so easy. Let's work on the flap and pocket for B. Our pocket is 4 1/2 by 7, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. And our large flap from the top, it's 5 by 8 1/4, and on the 8 1/4 side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch and 3/4. And then for our flap, on our large flap, it is 5 1/2 by 5, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch on the 5 1/2 inch side. So I'm just going to go ahead and burnish these, and I will put all of the directions in the description box. And on our pocket, I'm going to go ahead and miter my corners. You just want to go up right beside of where the score lines intersect. You don't want to cut into it, or you will see the hole in your pocket. We just want to take some of the bulk away. Do my dry fit. I'm going to line the pocket in between our score lines. I'm just going to make sure everything still folds, and it does. Okay, my little dry fit. So now I'm going to go ahead and put glue on all 3 of my flaps and put it at the bottom of section B. I'm just going to give that a good burnish. Now I'm going to take the flap for the top and I'm going to put glue on the 1/2 inch tab that I've formed. I'm going to line it up along the top. Make sure it's lined up like so. That looks good. And then we're going to take and I'm going to put glue on the tab. I'm choosing to put it on the left. Line this up. I'm going to put it, just eyeballing it to the center, and we'll go ahead and fold it over, and it lines up. Make sure it lines up along this edge, and it's just a little bit off. Let me push it over. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so there we go. That's the first half, and I am going to go ahead and put a magnet on the bottom tab here, and these are just some magnets I had gotten off Amazon. They're rare earth magnets. I'll try to remember to link them. Let's flip up our flap, and I'm going to put it right about there. When you're adhering your magnets, you want to make sure there is enough room to glue your paper down. And I am pushing this up to get my gusset popped out, and then just line it up. Now we have section B complete. We'll move on to C, and it has waterfalls. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you the measurements of the waterfalls. I have 4 waterfalls. They are 4 3/4 by 5 1/2, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch on the 5 1/2 inch side. And then for the tab that closes the waterfall, it's 2 inches by 4 1/2, and on the 4 1/2 inch side you're going to score at 1/2 inch. And what you will do is you'll fold this tab over and put glue. I'll go ahead and put it down, and I'm just going to center it in between the score lines. We will want to put a magnet on this flap and the top waterfall. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to go ahead and put my magnet there, put my waterfall down until I decorate this. I'm not sure which papers. You'll just take these and you're going to center between the score lines, come down 3/4 of an inch, and put your first waterfall in, and then you have your spacing with your tab, and then you're just going to fold it down and then glue them right into each other is all you'll do to get your waterfalls. Section D, the first thing here is our little book, and it is 9 1/2 by 7. And we're going to score on the 9 1/2 inch side at 4 3/4, and then just burnish that. And then our pocket is 3 1/4 by 9 1/4, and we're going to score on 3 sides at 1/2 inch. And let's go ahead and we will do our burnish of the score lines. Okay, and now I'm going to miter the corners like we did before, just getting right up into that where they intersect. Do my dry fit, because it's always easier to change it before we glue it down. Okay, and that looks really good. I'm going to turn this so I'm going to line the large portion up first along the edge of that. Just want it right up to the edge, and then we're going to do the bottom And let's get the top up a little bit. There we go, that looks good. Double check the side. Okay, so now we have our pocket, and then our booklet will just tuck in like so. And then you just fold it up, and then your magnet holds it shut. I hope everyone enjoyed the tutorial, and if you have any questions, please just feel free to put it in the comments. I hope everyone has a fabulous day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.